Hello friends, my name is Mr. Santosh Amruta Rautore. I am working as a lecturer in Sanjeevani Institute of Pharmacy and Research, Kopargaon. Today, we are going to learn about the Code of Pharmaceutical Ethics. Ethics means we can say that moral principles. In society, there are a number of professions like doctor, teacher, pharmacist, advocate, engineers, etc. Each profession has their own ethics. Their ethics build a professional status in the society. There are huge difference between the law and ethics. So, let's see the difference between law and ethics. Law is defined as rules of human conduct binding on all persons in a state or nations. Ethics is defined as rules by which professionals regulate the actions and sets standards for all its members. Second difference, if law is broken, a violator may be subjected to the punishment of fine or imprisonment or both. If ethics is broken, a violator may be subjected to the loss of professional privilege. Third difference, a law may prevent one from causing injury to the another. Ethics cannot prevent one from causing injury to the another. A law is something you must obey. Ethics is how society expects you to behave. Fifth difference, law cannot force to help his neighbor in hour of need. Helping the neighbor is the function of ethics. Sixth difference, laws are written and approved documents, whereas ethics are written words but they are not carrying a legal status. Seventh difference, law may prevent a pharmacist from selling the drugs of standard qualities but cannot prevent from selling the drugs at a cheaper rate than that of his fellow pharmacist. Whereas, according to ethics, pharmacist cannot sell the drugs at a cheaper rate than that of his fellow pharmacist. Next topic, role of pharmacist in relation to his job. The first role of pharmacist is scope of pharmaceutical services. A pharmacist should provide efficient and reasonably comprehensive pharmaceutical services through the medical stores or pharmacy. Such as services including supply of commonly required medicines without undue delay. Second role, conduct of pharmacy. There should be a qualified pharmacist to have his personal control over a pharmacy. A pharmacy should be planned in such a way that there is no accidental contaminations in the preparations, dispensing and supply of medicines. The appearance of the premises should reflect the professional character of pharmacist. Third role, prescription handling. Prescription presented for dispensing should not be discussed with the patients and others regarding the merits and demerits of their therapeutic efficiency. Pharmacist should not show any expression on his face during the receipt of prescription. No addition, omission or substitution of ingredient made without the consent of prescriber. In case of any error in the prescription, refer back to the prescriber for necessary corrections. A pharmacist should not recommend any particular prescriber unless he is specially asked to do so. Next role, handling of drugs. The ingredients or drugs must be weighed or measured correctly as the case may be by scale or measures. A pharmacist should always use the drugs or medicinal preparations of standard qualities. Last role, apprentice pharmacist. In charge pharmacist should see that the trainees acquire sufficient techniques and skill. No certificate should be granted before the completion of prescribed period for training or without undergoing the practical training. So these are the roles of pharmacist in relation to his job. Now next role in relation to his trade. The first role is about the price structures. So, the price of drugs and medicinal preparations charged from the customer should be fair and including dispensing and compounding charges without unduly taxing the purchaser. Second role of pharmacist, fair trade practices. A pharmacist should not make any attempt to capture the business of fellow pharmacists by unhealthy or cutthroat competitions. Trademarks, labels, symbols, or any other signs of the pharmacist should not be copied or imitated. Next role, purchase of drugs and other ingredients should always be purchased from the reputable sources. Next roles, hawkings of drugs and others. Hawkings means door to door sales. He should not be practiced and no attempt should be made to collect the order from door to door. Self service method in the pharmacy or drugstore should not be allowed as it would encourage the self medications. Last rules, advertisement and display. Pharmacist should not be any display on his premises in newspapers or elsewhere. He should not make such an advertisement which contain misleading or exaggerated statements or claims, or guarantee of therapeutic efficacy, any offer to refund money paid, an appeal to fear the word cure in reference to an elements. So these are the roles of pharmacists in relation to his trade. Thank you for your listening. Have a great day.